Somebody call a doctor because Bad Medicine is back. That's Diamond Dave Damone. This is the Appleton Oak. I'm Mason Quinn. Folks, today we are taking a look at Jennifer's Body. Now, all I know about this one is that it has Megan Fox in it. I'm confident it's a horror movie, but beyond that, I don't know much. It could be comedy horror for all I know, but I'll find out.
Yeah, everything I know about this film I learned from this backdrop. So basically that Megan Fox is in it. Other than that, I'm coming in with a completely fresh set of eyes.
I've heard of the movie, just never watched it. Didn't really care for it at the time. So now that you all voted on Patreon for it for our Halloween, it is here. Finally get to see what this is all about now. It looked like it was 2009, so it's been a minute since it's been out. That being said, let's go!
Guys, come here, closer. Look at these beauties. Look what's hugging my feet, y'all. Bombas socks, baby. In all of my sock wearing years, and believe me, I've worn a lot of different socks. These are hands down, bar none, the most comfortable socks I have ever owned. No competition, none. They feel so good. Bombas are built for comfort, designed to last, and honestly, they make my day better. It's like my feet are throwing a little party in here. Trust me, your feet will notice the difference. Check this out. Seamless toes. That means no weird lines poking your feet. It's like a gentle hug every time you step. And the fabric, soft, breathable, and it doesn't budge. Oh, and the styles, you'll be rocking these everywhere. Here's the kicker. Bombas doesn't just make the number 1, 2, and 3 most requested items in shelters, socks, underwear, and t-shirts. They donate one for every single item you buy. Over 150 million essential clothing items have been donated through their 3,500 plus giving partners across all 50 states. Every step you take with Bombas helps someone in need. And guess what? Bombas has a 100% happiness guarantee. Free returns, free exchanges. Even if your dog thinks your sock is a chew toy. New customers get 20% off your first purchase with the code BADMEDICINE. Bombas, one purchased equals one donated. Feel good, do good, and keep your feet happy. I'll give you as horror vibes as it gets for the opening shot, that's for sure.
I want to do just my hip
Oh,
punchers.
maybe
Follow
not.
boy.
See even more?
Right?
I do what's called digging.
I guess I'm not exactly perfect myself, but at least I had my fans.
Is that what Eugene had in The Walking Dead? The little monkey type puppet?
Oh, I don't know. I have to look at it again.
Sometimes the letters are from people who say they're praying for me.
Oh,
That's a scar.
Nobody comes back. Nobody gets off the cross.
bunny slippers.
Welcome to the Mental Olympics. They're big on recreation here. Supposedly it helps us vent our aggressions.
That was always the worst when you were a kid out in the playground.
Just one toastum, huh?
I like toastums.
Well, that's good. I'm not sure a toastum can provide sufficient energy during your day. I recommend more complex carbohydrates.
Oh,
Jesus.
here's a kicker.
She went flying.
I recommend you shut the f up.
And a spit take?
What are we getting into? Oh, it was a tooth. Oh, old man's going down for the count.
A kicker.
Super kick.
Yeah.
Oh, it was on her hands. Okay, it looked like her face.
I used to be normal, but after the killings began, I started to feel, I don't know, loose around the edges or something.
Looks like Liv almost.
A little bit.
God, I hate this song.
We're on Easy Street.
And it feels so sweet.
This is where it all went down. Devil's Kettle sounds twisted, I know, but the place is just named after a waterfall. Technically, it's not a normal waterfall. It goes into this hole.
Oh.
Pass.
This guy's dropped all kinds of things down there, but nothing ever surfaces. Maybe it's another dimension, or, just really deep.
Yeah, you know, just really deep, full of water.
It's the underverse.
Yeah, if it was 2024, he'd just fly a drone right
2
down
months
in there.
ago, me, Jennifer, and my boyfriend Chip were completely normal people.
2 months ago.
People found it hard to believe that a babe like Jennifer would associate with a dork like me.
We're totally lesbian gay.
What? She's my best friend.
You watch show, you get kicked in the face.
What time is the show?
We'll pick you up at 8:30. My mom has a date with that guy who owns the hamster.
Seems nice.
There's something cute, okay?
Okay.
Which one is Jennifer stalking?
The lead singer. Girls like her don't go out with the drummers.
The drummers get all the girls. Everybody knows that.
Or like a drummer who's also the lead singer.
Like Phil Collins.
Who's Phil Collins?
Oh, who's Phil? What?
Guess who's got the whip until 11:30? A 2003 Chrysler Sebring headache.
Convertible?
Stop kidnapping my girlfriend.
Oh, Foreigner. Yes. Urgent.
Well,
I saw Lou Graham in concert last summer. He can still belt it out. It's crazy.
Hey, Jennifer. You look really pretty.
What up, Craig? He thinks he's cute enough for me, and that's why he's in retard now.
yeah, you don't have a mustache. That's your problem.
Jennifer, check. You shouldn't poison yourself.
Yeah,
Chris Pratt.
What?
You want me to arrest you after the session?
Can't believe.
Morsels, we have all the power. Don't you know that these things, these are like smart bombs.
Why would you want to play all the way out here in Devil's Kettle? You live in the city, right?
Yeah, but I think it's really important sometimes to try and connect with our fans in the shitty areas too. Talking about the one who just went to get me a drink, the State Fair Butter Princess? This girl's definitely a virgin, okay? Now, I know girls like that. I don't know. Well, we didn't drive all the way out here for nothing, so...
Excuse me. Hey, that's my best friend that you're talking about. And you're right, she is a virgin. And that beats sleeping with creeps like you.
Fair enough.
How do you like that?
Wow.
That was a hard cut.
Tower 1 isn't full enough. Those guys are rank, Jen. Just forget about it. You know what? I think the lead singer wants me.
Only because he thinks that you're a virgin. I heard them talking.
I'm not even a backdoor virgin. I couldn't even go to Flags the next day. I had to stay home and sit on a bag of...
Oh, jeez.
You gotta look cool chewing gum before you start belting out some lyrics, Dave. Come on, get with the game.
That's why Brad Pitt's always chewing.
Oh?
That was a pretty tight grip on the hand there.
Yeah, I know.
That's
See the
because
White. Oh, we got fire. Oh,
that shit.
That escalated quickly.
Hey, Jen?
Damn.
Oh.
Jennifer?
Oh, thank God you guys are all right. I've been looking everywhere for you two. Let's go to the van.
I want to go to your really cool van. Nene, let's go see his van. Why?
What is going on with Jennifer?
How did they get out so fast?
Jesus, they just drive off?
Something was kind of going on there. With Jennifer, like...
She was almost like hypnotized.
Yeah, even before the drink and being outside.
Hey, Niedermeyer.
Thank God you're there.
What's wrong?
Niedermeyer.
She ran off with that rock band and Melody Lane burned down.
You're okay, right?
There was this huge stampede. All the people that seen it got run over, and you could hear their bones breaking. They took her in their spooky van with the windows all blacked out.
Did you get the make and model?
I don't know, Chip, an 89 rapist?
Wow.
For and those douchebags with their douchebag haircuts and their man scare, people just burn to death.
Cheese and fries, there's somebody here.
Cheese and fries. Nothing. That almost got me.
My brother messaged me the other night. Have you guys watched the Barbarian yet for the channel? I'm like, yeah, we're not doing it again.
So strange.
What's that silhouette?
Maybe I'm going crazy.
Batman?
I was just going to say it looked like Batman touching his nose.
It did.
It did.
Vengeance.
It's going to be hot.
It's going to be hot.
Like Home Alone.
At the McAllister house.
Behind the door.
Oh,
They set that up for a falsie.
Yep.
That was great.
Yes, they did. Oh,
Holy shit.
she's a mess.
that's real bad.
What the
Happened. Jen?
This is extra
run.
creepy.
Run. Yes, definitely smile vibes there.
Oh,
What's that?
it is Venom.
There we go.
Oh,
Are you scared?
yeah.
No, not at all. You're covered in blood and just puked up black venom everywhere.
The band, the lead singer, he totally was a
He
vampire.
did the vampire hypnotize trick on her.
Yeah, he looked like a vampire too.
Oh, now it makes sense.
Yeah. That's why they come out to these small towns, is to try to find new feeding grounds.
We lost 8 precious students, including Ahmed, several parents, and our beloved Spanish teacher, Senorita Erickson.
No way. Erickson ain't shit.
Now, more than ever, beside your teenage concerns about who's a cool dude or who's a hoe, damn fire win.
It already won.
God bless you, kids.
Oh,
Jesus.
of course.
Chip, I need to tell you something kind of weird. It's about Jennifer.
What?
You were right.
And then she barfed up this, like, disgusting, prickly stuff that looked like roadkill and, like, sewing needles mixed together.
That's a pretty accurate description.
I didn't say you were crazy. It's just everybody's a little messed up about this, and it's okay to feel.
Discombobulated?
Yeah. No. Hey, Nene.
Oh, hi, Colin.
Speaking of smile,
Hi.
Hey, Jennifer.
I'm crazy sorry about your profound loss.
she was just on the left side of him.
Greg said that he always thought you and me would make a totally banging couple.
He said banging?
Just walking out into the woods by school.
Suspiciously looks like the woods from Twilight.
What?
Look.
There's some mosquito on it.
Yeah. What's going on? It's like she's a Disney princess.
They're waiting.
They're waiting.
To feed?
What
Do you miss Craig?
is going on?
So weird.
I mean, not like what she's doing.
Yeah.
Like
Well, you're gonna see your
the
buddy.
story, folks.
oh,
Oh,
like
no.
heaven someday?
No.
Oh!
Let it all out, kids.
What is JK?
Want some little inspector?
JK.
Oh, ferret. They're cool, but they stink.
The tragedy in Devil's Kettle last night
unlikely heroes.
has helped numerous people escape the inferno, risking their own lives.
The band.
Now, how you guys holding up? Maintaining, man. It's not easy, but, you know, the real heroes are the people of Devil's Lake.
He said Devil's Lake again.
Yeah, yep.
Courage and spirit in our upcoming album.
They're promoting their album.
He went and checked it out.
What's JK gonna find? Oh!
Oh, The hell?
Would the deer be doing that?
Not likely, but I'll
Well, why
roll
would
with
the
it.
deer be standing there and watching and waiting?
Yeah, a lot of weird stuff going on.
It almost looked like Luther from, or not Luther from Coach, the blonde-haired guy from Coach. Dauber. Should really wait 30 minutes before you swim after having lunch.
Well, I don't know. What's the rules for demons?
Probably
5 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still a little bit depressed about, the giant smoldering funeral pyre in the middle of town.
MoveOn.org. It's over. Life is too short to be moping around about some white trash pig road.
Oh.
Wow.
You should be happy for me because I'm having the best day since, Jesus invented the calendar.
Jesus didn't invent the calendar.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Barely hear you.
It's because Camille is playing the piano. Knock it off, Camille.
Knock it off.
He's doing chopsticks.
You knock it off. Chip your cheese.
Oh.
What the?
Oh.
It's just my life.
Oh, now it's healed.
What are you talking about, Needy?
A fiery death trap last night, and now a cannibal psycho takes down the biggest guy in school. Come on. It's freak-hearted.
Well, the bad luck's got to be over, right? I mean, it can't get any worse, right? It can't. I mean, you agree, right?
Sure can.
It's early yet.
Yeah, I was just gonna say we're plenty of movie left.
The whole country got a huge tragedy boner for Devil's Kettle. And the press, God, they couldn't get enough of our little world of shit.
It's the second time we've had to hear that song.
Maybe we're being treated like Daryl. Oh, the flowers are going.
Yeah.
Look at the flowers, Lizzie.
Low Shoulder have decided to extend a helping hand to our community. As you all know, their song, Through the Trees, has become our unofficial anthem of unity and healing. 3% of the profits will go to local families who have been affected by loss.
3.
What about the other 97%? They didn't help anybody escape the fire. I don't even know how that rumor got started.
Rumor? It's true. It's on their Wikipedia.
They used us.
You take that back, Needy Les, Nikki.
Girls.
We need them now more than ever.
That's enough.
I'm already sick of that song.
Yeah, it's really poorly.
She's looking sick.
It's very lower in the mix.
No offense. But you look really tired. Is everything okay?
No, I feel like boo-boo.
Are you PMSing or something?
PMS isn't real, Needy. It was invented by the boy-run media to make us seem crazy.
I actually wanted to ask you something.
You want to know if I'll go out with you?
Yeah. What? Well, we've been having a lot of fun in class, you and I. I thought that maybe you'd like to go see a movie or something. There's a midnight showing of Rocky Horror at the Bijou next weekend.
I don't like boxing movies.
Rocky Horror. Haven't seen it.
Boxing movie. Okay, forget it.
That was random. I'm used to boys asking me out, Needy. Colin's really nice. He's into maggot rock. He wears nail polish. My is bigger than his. Well, Wait, Colin. Why don't you just come by my place tonight? I just got Aquamarine on DVD. It's about this girl who's like half sushi. I guess she has sex to a blowhole or something.
Sounds like something that'd be an Invincible.
Invincible or The Boys?
Both.
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 Cool.
Bye. Come on, do it.
He was asking Jennifer out on a date.
That's weird. So are you gonna come over tonight?
Sure, I'd like that.
I went to Super Target and picked up more condoms, so.
Super Target.
Okay, I'll see you tonight then.
Super Target.
Yeah, it's like
we're going way back now.
Got some. For ambience, he had one little light. Jam and jazz
holiday scents too.
Oh, it's a scent thing.
Yeah. Well, as we all know in scary movies, you shouldn't be doing this.
I can see clearly now, the rain has come. I see all goes my way.
Oh, he's got the old velour seats in the car. Is it not going to be her house, just like some old building? No, guess not.
Interesting. Okay, so I got to imagine this is the last time we're going to see him.
Oh, yeah.
What's with the
She's
fence
hungry.
in the front yards?
A little bit better neighborhood, though.
Oh, yeah, he's done.
Now,
Well, he's not exactly thinking straight right now.
Do detail us of what you mean.
Well, he's a high school boy, and Megan Fox just asked him out on a date. What do you think?
Okay, at this point, I'd be done. I'm gone.
Be honest with yourself. If you were in high school, I don't know.
this place?
Yeah.
Plastic everywhere.
Yeah.
Jennifer?
Well,
Akon's playing.
this is really scary, but she's so pretty. I don't know what to do.
Did you say bad idea jeans? Bad idea jeans?
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to say badidea.com.
This could be like Seinfeld.
Yeah, it's supposed to make it feel good for the girl.
For the girl? Oh, God.
You got to open it like a bag of chips.
I mean, wouldn't you like just put it up to a light quick to make sure there was nothing poked in there? That didn't look like a trustworthy one.
No. Which dirty gas station did you get this out
Got it
of?
from Super Target.
Oh, it didn't look like a
Says him.
Oh, like, come on. Ejecto
No,
cuz.
now he's thinking, all right, maybe.
That was the cup too.
Why is there a drill
Oh,
there?
he done. Oh, he done.
Do you even know my last name?
Silly. I've been sending you signals all year. Couldn't you tell? You give me such a wetty.
Jeez.
The dialogue in this movie is
Jesus Christ.
top tier.
I'd probably lose it right there. All right. You know what?
You're not thinking like an 18-year-old man or however old he is.
At this point now, yeah, he's for sure like not thinking anything else.
No. Why are we...
It's like McLovin. Oh my God. It's him. Fucking McLovin. Jesus. What are we
gotta
watching?
see who wrote this.
So the people on Patreon requested this one for us, huh?
did.
No, they voted for it.
Yeah.
Voted. Not just requested, voted.
Oh, my God.
There's the eyes.
Oh, shit.
Oh, it's like watching Thriller.
So right now he's still freaked out, but still thinking, well, maybe it's nothing that big of a deal to worry about.
So emo.
Oh, we're snapping bones.
Are teeth growing?
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Huh? Well, there you go. It served its purpose.
I guess.
He's
all thinking I'm doing a good job.
Hopeless.
Okay, I need you hopeless and I need you scared. And
Lunch.
Oh. Wait, is she?
How is she
intertwined with that?
connected?
Does she just bite his shoulder?
What? Hurting you? Am I too big?
Am I too big? Jesus Christ.
That just hit you now, huh?
No, it's, I mean, perfect timing.
Took a second to process.
Perfect timing. I mean, Amanda had to have cracked like several times when he was delivering that line. Oh boy.
Okay, keep.
Oh.
Oh, give us the Terminator 2 run.
I don't think you need it for the old Chevy Prism.
I think the moral of the story is don't get into vans with strangers.
Well, there's that.
At this point.
Oh, that's one.
Especially,
Even if, look,
especially indie rock bands. No offense.
Even if they're salty, we don't get into vans with strangers.
Hi. Needy, enough with the screaming. You're such a cliche. But we always share your bed when we have slumber party.
What?
This feels like a setup for something real bad.
You ready for that jump scare, Dave?
It's going to get the eyes. Then the thriller music kicks in. I
don't know if it'll be thriller, but here we go.
My God, Needy. I have never heard you drop the F-bomb before.
I saw you. I saw the
Okay, so you remember the night of the fire? I got really messed up. And those guys from Low Shoulder?
One shot?
Totally evil. They're basically like agents of Satan with really awesome haircuts.
Well, that's debatable. Again, children.
Timer's going to be off for you folks on this one.
Oh, look at this guy. Looks like he could have been in The Lost Boys right there.
So they drove me out to the falls, and I kept looking for a way to escape, but it's really dark out there.
Where are you going, huh?
Oh, come
We got a
on.
waxing moon tonight, you guys. Just like the ritual said.
Oh, that was like his tattoo he had on his neck.
Do you know how hard it is to make it as an indie band these days? There's so many of us. We're all so cute, and it's like if you don't get on Letterman, we're in league with the beast now. And we have to make a really big impression on him. And to do that, we're going to have to butcher you. And bleach you.
The hell?
But I was disturbed. Jenny, I got your...
Oh my gosh. Oh my God.
Didn't think that song would ever be used in this manner.
I'm still here, aren't I? I mean, they did go all Benihana on my ass with that knife, and it should have killed me, but for some reason, it didn't.
Maybe it did.
Oh,
there's the hole.
Yep,
Well,
nothing
there-
ever comes out of there.
There we go. All right.
I couldn't bring myself to hurt you. I mean, I'm a really good friend, but I was just so hungry.
So that online ritual did something.
Turned out to be legit, sorta.
Did this person get annihilated?
And when I'm full, like I am right now, I'm like unkillable. Like I can do shit like this. Watch. It's really cool. Just watch. Look. It's like some X-Men shit, right?
I was just gonna say some Wolverine shit.
Yeah.
Especially Chip. I think he may be having second thoughts about you. Leave. Come on, Needy. Let me stay the night. We can play boyfriend-girlfriend like we used to.
So she came back with the memories and everything. Just now she's
What are you
a
doing?
demon.
You said to leave. See, it's you.
Just jumps right out the window.
Why not?
bring the person to Satan. The sacrifice is impure. Destroying a demon.
She needs to get Ed and Lorraine on the case here.
But a blade to the heart. Blade to the heart is the surest way to kill the beast.
So does she take out her friend with the blade and then gets busted and thrown in the mental hospital?
Hey. Did you make reservations at the Cheesecake Factory?
Great cheesecake, by the way. Great cheesecake.
What's going on? You're breaking up with me?
Please, Chip, I just need to show you something.
Is this about Jennifer?
Yes, but I promise you this is the last time.
I care about you a lot as a person, not just some girl I made love to for 4 minutes.
Okay. Jennifer's evil.
I know.
I've been through the occult section at the library 5 times.
Our library?
High school library would have. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
See?
They have an occult section in a high school library.
Well, they might.
No,
They
they
might.
wouldn't. Nope.
Happens when you try to sacrifice a virgin to Satan without using an act.
Ah, and you mess it up.
If the human sacrifice is impure, the result may still be attained, but the demon will forever reside in the soul of the victim. She must forever feed on flesh to sustain the demon.
Got our answer, boys.
Yep.
I'm not your guy anymore.
Chip, it's not safe for us to be together right now.
Interesting here.
It's not safe.
It's not you, it's me, Dave.
It's not you, it's Jennifer.
You hit me once, I hit you back. You gave a kick, I gave a...
I can see Oak using that as like an excuse in your early day. It's just not safe for us to be together right now.
Not safe.
You know?
It's not
Got
safe.
this demon after me.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see how over the top the high school dance is. That's always a good tell of a movie. His screensaver.
Pitch one.
I need to give you something.
Ladies pepper spray.
There's obviously a sicko out there who likes boys.
I can take care of myself. I've been using them both like. I'm meeting her at the dance.
I want pictures with your sister before you go.
Yes, ma'am.
It's about time we seen the mom because this whole movie, I'm like, does he just live by himself? Picture of herself.
Was that her that did the Saturday Night Live bit where they were the librarian? Oh no, that was Margot Robbie. It was the same type of thing.
Putting that foundation on with her hands. I'm not sure if that's how that normally works, is it?
Oh, she's got to try to stop Jennifer from the all-you-can-eat buffet.
Welcome to the Spring Formal.
I just can't get over the way JK looks in this.
I know. Oh, there she is.
Oh, shit.
Oh, you see that?
Oh,
that
shit.
move?
Can you hear me calling your name?
You weren't calling my name.
Listen, I need to talk to you about you-know-who. Our little needy.
She's been acting a
Did
little
they bring the band
off
in?
lately.
I bet they did.
And she's going to show up and the band's going to be like, oh my God, what? We sacrificed her.
Needy and Colin were intimate. And by
I
that,
don't believe this.
I mean
Come
they were
on,
porking on a
dude.
semi-regular basis.
Porking.
Porking.
Shit.
Shout out to Bill Paxton.
Okay,
I was
total
going to say
varsity.
National Lampoon's European Vacation. They're porking, Dad.
Total varsity moves. At least they got him up
No!
on stage.
Shh.
Nope.
Don't do it. They're not going to open with Through the Trees.
Oh, they're going to open and close with it.
Some friends of mine is it the Verve or the Verve Pipe? One of those bands. Yeah, Chip should have just.
Oh,
Yep.
Okay. I forgot all about the sensing. God,
Oh boy.
I really hate to say it, but if she didn't,
This is an old swimming pool. Yep.
Nice romantic place to go hang out. She really knows how to pick the spots.
This just feels weird.
Oh. There's no way she makes it there in time.
Oh, the old smoke machine behind the tree.
Chip, you're getting your ass whooped by a demon.
Put that Bowflex to work here, bruv.
Yeah. Oh, nails.
The old,
Chip's done.
The old sliding back. Oh, she's way
There's the
far away.
$12 corsage.
Yeah, let's not worry about the flower. Keep running. Run!
What if they just held the shot on her the whole way up?
That would have been kind of funny.
Oh, too late. Oh.
Holy shit.
Our guy is not looking good there, Chip.
What if it just gives her more power?
Oh.
There's Venom. Eddie.
You could have anybody that you want, Jennifer. So why Chip? Is it just to tick me off? Or is it because you're just really insecure?
Oh.
I am going to eat your soul and shit.
Thought you only murdered boys.
I go both ways.
Oh.
Gotta go through the heart, though,
Yeah.
right, pal?
Well, she kind of ate, but not enough to
to be invincible.
to be regenerating, right?
So, no, maybe not.
Oh, Chip.
Dude, come on, man. We're fucking losing Chip. I know. Trying to make big rice jokes.
Phone's wet.
And you look totally hot in that dress.
Clearly delirious.
There it goes.
Yep.
Just lost Chip.
No.
Again, I'm gonna ask. If she didn't do the we need to take a break, would he have even been tempted?
He wouldn't have been there by himself.
But you know what's really important? Her to her.
Okay, so now we're back to the beginning.
Oh.
Forever, huh? You killed my fucking boyfriend! You goddamn monster! You dumb bitch!
Oh.
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 Do you buy all your murder weapons at Home Depot? God, you're butch.
Butch.
A mid-air fight.
Yep.
Yes. You know you've been missing this in your life, Dave. This is great.
Taking that back.
We're not BFFs anymore.
You stop it. You're entertained.
This is something, guys. This is something. It's falling out of the bed, not out of Nakatomi Plaza. looks like Hans falling out of Nakatomi.
Oh, this is great. Hope you land softly.
Whoa.
There it is.
Right in the heart.
The brain. Why can't we ever go for the brain?
Because it's gotta
be the heart.
Well, then go for the brain. Double tap.
No. Your heart.
Sure went pearly white for this film, huh?
But where does the demon go? Is the demon done?
Dude, did you see? Did her face just get color back? Oh.
Jennifer, what is it, baby?
Well, it's not what it looks like.
Oh my God.
Well, this explains the beginning.
Yeah.
A very bad, very damaged person. But sometimes change can be good. For instance, most occult scholars don't know this, but if you're bitten by a demon and you live, You just might absorb some of the demon's abilities.
Oh.
That's why she...
Now it makes sense. She does look a lot like Liv Morgan there.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's why the lady went flying in the beginning.
Yep. Well, you can just rip those bars off.
So if she knew she had this power all along...
And she just decided to leave tonight.
Well, she had to tell us the story.
Well, that's what I was going to bring up next. We wouldn't have a movie. She didn't stay.
Yeah.
Or maybe she breaks out to go someplace and then goes back.
Keep herself sheltered.
Oh.
Oh, the ball and the knife.
Yeah, we found it.
Where it comes out. Yeah. She just happened to walk by the place that nobody ever found before.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Well, we're the ones who got to see as the audience, right? Of what the scientists were doing.
Yep.
The knife. So that's why we know it.
Yep.
But
Right.
Where are you looking to go, young lady?
East, towards Madison.
Hop in my chariot.
It's like, how do we get him for this?
So why you headed east?
Following this rock band.
Oh, payback.
Yep. Oh, Lance Henriksen.
Joe.
You get it, girl.
What a cameo by Lance.
You should learn when to go.
There has to be like...
You should learn how to say no.
I kind of want to know if she did.
If she dealt. Oh, here we go. We're going to get it.
Never let it again. Get what they want, but they never want.
No brown M&Ms. Ah, they did have M&Ms. That was one of the references, yeah. Oh,
Go to the door.
woo.
Booger sugar. Race day.
Your picture ain't enough.
How brutal. She went to town.
I can't believe they got...
That had to have been a northern accent he was trying to nail.
Something.
JK?
Yeah, something.
Adam Brody playing the heel. We lost Chris Pratt real early.
Yeah.
There's an isolation to the woods.
Oh, did she have the eyes? Look at that.
Maybe on the
demon
one.
eyes.
Yeah.
Dark wilderness.
I'm thinking sequel, boys. Thanks for that one, folks. That's all I can say about that, as Stone Cold would say. First off, before I even get into the movie. First off, what a cast! Like, did everybody's like mortgage come due around the same time? Like, I gotta make some cash. I gotta make some cash quick. What's out there in Hollywood? JK and Chris Pratt. Now I don't remember. Okay, so 2009. So obviously, what Chris was still doing that TV show, right?
Parks and Rec. We'll have to look.
Yeah, you have to let us know. But anyhow, I just assume that look, we got Chris Pratt, J.K. Simmons, and a pile of other actors who normally just crush stuff.
Amanda
did her best. Amanda did her best to piggyback this movie and drag it across the finish line. So tons of credit to her. She did a fantastic job. Megan Fox nailed the role that she had to do in this perfectly. Just what a wild ride. But it could have been so much more. It was right there with something that could have been real funny, and I thought if they would have steered more into the comedy than what they did, I thought they might have had something here. But it was like they rode that line of comedy and horror, trying to be scary. But look, we really didn't have any jump scares. We didn't really have anything that was all in all really scary. I mean, I had fun. I think you can tell by our reaction. We were having some laughs and having fun with it, throwing out our predictions as we like to normally do. So I thought it was all right for that. But yeah, a big swing and a miss, I think, for the cast that they had. The concept was cool. Again, I'm going to go back to Smile, where you had the idea of demon-type possession. Fallen with Denzel and John Goodman kind of dealt with that as well. That's an oldie but a goodie. So I thought the potential was there for this. I liked how it started off telling the story through Needy's eyes, and then she ended up at the end with the power was pretty wild. I didn't see that coming. But yeah, look, this had some laughs. It had some Mean Girls type dialogue and story in it, with obviously Megan Fox playing that role and Amanda playing the role that she did of the friend. So, like I said, there was some potential there, but yeah, just kind of a miss for me. And again, wasted potential with, you know, they did some unique stuff. Like, why did they give J.K. Simmons a fake hand, and nothing ever kind of came of
like
it?
You got the story.
Yeah,
behind it.
like it just okay.
Well, and he had the burns too. So
yeah,
that's
so he had burns. He had a fake hand. He was
somebody help us out.
You know, it must have had some kind of backstory there. I don't think we have. Well, I know we weren't to maybe find something in the background that would have explained it. I don't think there was. Dave, you caught the Evil Dead in there, which I thought was cool. I'm a big Evil Dead fan, so I don't know if they're trying to do.
That movie actually said that out loud.
Okay, but I did see the poster they had in the back. But anyhow, kind of a classic demon possession type movie that really kind of missed the mark for me. The actors did an amazing job with what they were given. The roles were done perfectly, but just the story just wasn't there for me. Just kind of a big miss, and it could have been so much better. I guess that's all I got for now, unless I come back with some more ideas after hearing these guys.
Yeah.
Well, the lesson I got out of this, Oak.
Yeah. The lesson, look, I think that even in 2024, when everybody's got GPS, there's security cameras everywhere, every bar, every restaurant, you know, every corner gas station. It's still a really bad idea to get into a van with strangers. I think that's the one thing that we can really pull away from this film. And I think that's been a lesson that, you know, that's reigned true for a long time.
Could you help me with this chair?
Yeah, you know, it was a couch actually.
Or a couch it was, yeah.
Come on, dude.
No, sure, I thought it was a chair. Anyhow, don't let me sidetrack you. It's been a minute since I've seen Silence of the Lambs.
Couch. What size are you? It had a few moments that were funny. I honestly don't know if this was supposed to be like a horror movie or like a comedy or like a spoof movie. I've never seen, you know, and I know it's probably somewhere on our list, a Scary Movie. Everybody recommended after we did Scream to watch Scary Movie, and I've seen bits and pieces, and I know it's a parody of the Scream and all the horror movies. So part of me feels like this was supposed to be a parody of other horror movies, but I don't know. I'll agree with you in that for the script that these actors were given, I think the actors did a good job. So I will say that. I do think I think the actors did a good job. I think, you know, Megan Fox, not necessarily going to be running away with any Oscars, at least at this point in her career. That's not to say as she moves on in her career, she doesn't take on different roles. But I thought she did a good job with her role. I thought Needy did a good job with her role. I think everybody, honestly, I don't think, and sometimes when you see movies like this, you're going to think it's really poorly acted, you know,
that wasn't the case.
And that's what gets you. I don't think this film was poorly acted. Actually, quite the opposite. If there's one thing I can say I'm impressed with is I think it was very well acted. The story just doesn't do it for me though. Again, I don't know what this movie was supposed to be. I still don't know. I have no idea. Like, it felt like it didn't really have an identity for me. It seemed, you know, with the jokes, it seemed like, okay, comedy, you know,
like a comedy horror Tucker Dale versus evil type.
Yeah, you know, but then, you know, they went with the occult theme, which look a handful of older. It's been a minute since. Well, I shouldn't say that. Movies still use the occult and satanic rituals and stuff like that. I mean, we've seen that in other films, so that's still a theme that they use in movies. And I've seen movies do it way better, and that's a pretty low bar to set because I don't think they did it well here. They did a lot of odd stuff that I don't understand. Okay, so it was a satanic thing. I get that.
Yeah, to try to get fame and fortune, they made a deal with the devil.
Why have right? Which was, they were real casual about it too. Like, I guess this is what it takes to be popular in the indie rock scene.
Like Maroon 5.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, that's pretty comedy before you're about to, stab somebody a bunch of times. But then, like, all the animals watching in the woods, like, that didn't make sense to me. The JK having the fake hand seemed off to me. There was just a lot of stuff that seemed, the kind of the quirky or whatever, however you want to refer to it, little sister of our guy. It's like of Chip. So they threw a lot of things in this film that didn't make much sense to me, and it felt like it didn't have any real identity. So it had its entertaining parts. I mean, there's a lot of times where you're gonna see me like, oh god. That's usually, like, if I'm doing that, it's usually something either very heavy or something that we probably shouldn't even be laughing at.
So it's frustrating because I thought the dialogue was decent. They had some good zingers in there, but
this film was all over the place to me. It had very, very few interesting, parts that could have been horror, a handful of comedy parts that I thought were okay. Felt, when she starts floating out of the, like at the end of the pool, they give us floating, and then at the very end, Needy, like, oh, it's just tonight I'm going to break out of the, break out of this place that I've been stuck in for how long in the beginning. It was just, a lot didn't add up for me for this film.
Yeah, I guess to me this wasn't really a horror film, if that makes sense. I felt like it had tones of horror.
It seemed like a mystery.
It was more like mystery, if anything. And again, I'm not the horror pro. Most of you probably are more so than I, but to me, I guess, did it have horror themes? Yes, but would I classify it as a full horror movie? I don't think so. I think it'd be more of a murder mystery with horror tones, if that even makes sense.
Yeah, because it's not even really a thriller.
Yeah, I mean, it was just. I kind of feel like you guys a little bit. I feel like we got like 75% of everything.
Yeah.
Like I don't feel like it was really 100% here, whether it made full sense or not. I feel like it was like, we'll do a little here, just a little here, just a little here, just a little here, and that's kind of how it ended up. So, and I also feel like, and you folks let me know, because I remember, again, seeing something for this back in the day, but I don't remember what they were really trying to sell on marketing, but I feel like it almost, and if I'm wrong here, of course, just let me know. I really feel like they really sold probably that spot with Needy and Jennifer a little bit more, because they really focused a lot on the kissing between them.
Oh, okay.
So I'm wondering if that was like a selling point, and then some horror tones. I'm gonna have to go back and look at the trailer, because the trailer will tell me everything I need to know about what they were marketing.
I thought in the trailer they showed Megan Fox like all bloody and everything with the teeth and stuff.
Well, and I do trailers for Patreon and YouTube members, so I'm pulling trailers for those for our trailer.
Yeah.
Now I have to actually go back, so I'm not like sitting there and watching it.
Right.
I'm recording it, but I'm not sitting there and like, oh, what was this about, right? So I'm just really intrigued on how they marketed this, because I feel like this is one film where you either enjoyed it or you hated it. And for me, I'm not going to say I hated it. No. I actually would lean more towards that. I actually enjoyed it, but it wouldn't be a film that I'm rewatching again. For me, this is like a one and done.
Yeah, it's not one of those where I'm like, oh, I wish I wouldn't have blown an hour 45 watching this.
You know what I'm almost getting like that's hitting me real time. Do you feel like maybe now that we've watched it and we know what it was, if you went back and actually watched it a second time, you might enjoy it more? I'm kind of like, as like this is how you're getting this real time. Like I didn't know what to expect, and the whole film I'm trying to like piece together like what are we got here?
Oh, in terms of horror, what genre is it?
What are we doing here? And there's a part of me that right when this gets done, I'm like, oh, I would really like those 2 hours back of my life. And now I'm like, okay, maybe I just need to go. But now that I have full expectation of what this film was, maybe go back and watch it again. And now the second time watching it through, I might be able to enjoy it more than the first time.
It could.
And there's been a handful of
because
movies.
you spend so much of your time in the movie mentally
Like
trying to put together what's going on. You're
what's
not
gonna happen.
enjoying the film.
And I'm wondering, and let us know if somebody else is out there. And obviously, this is a drastically different film, a drastically different genre. But I remember when Napoleon Dynamite came out, everybody like, you gotta watch it, you gotta watch it. And I watched it the first time, and I was like, doesn't work for me. And all my friends, no, just go watch it. Just do yourself a favor and watch it again. And like, so I gave it like a few rewatches, and like every time it got funnier and funnier and funnier. And now, I don't know, 17, 16 years after it came out, I can't watch Napoleon Dynamite without like dying as the scene is coming up, where I know something, like when I know he's about to fire the steak off the front porch, I'm like dead, right? Like I'm dying.
So it's funny you bring up Napoleon Dynamite. I would fall in that camp. I gave it 10 minutes, never watched it again. I bolted after it. Like, well, I wasn't in a theater or anything, but 10 minutes in, I'm like, nope.
So
I've only seen the first 10 minutes, and I still can't even tell you what those are about. I was just so like over it.
Force watched that entire film and was so unimpressed. And now it's like one of my favorites of all time, but I had to watch it. And everybody's like, no, just watch it. Just trust me, watch it again. And I think it was almost like the same thing, because when you're watching Napoleon Dynamite the first time, and I know these are not the most comparable movies, but I feel like it is in the regards, like you're trying to figure out what is this movie? Like what, and even now, like Napoleon Dynamite's not really about anything.
Well,
right?
Midsommar was kind of like that too. We went in watching that, not knowing what it was about, and we were getting fed all the information. All of a sudden, it's this weird cult type thing.
Yeah.
You know?
So I feel like this movie, and like I said, this is just kind of filtering in as we're talking it through. I feel like maybe this would be one that would be better the second time around, because if I'm being honest, didn't love it this first time around, felt like it was all over the place, but maybe that's because my brain is always like, what's going on, what's happening, and then it's like, well, that didn't need to happen, or what was that,
It seems like that kind of happens to you with horror movies a little bit, as I've noticed, where you're trying, and not a negative, I'm just saying, it's like you're trying to figure out what's going on. Like an action movie, what's going on. It doesn't matter which genre we watch, whether it's Schwarzenegger or something from our pals over in India putting together, you can figure it out pretty easy. But I just think with the horror movies, sometimes you maybe get caught up a little bit on, okay, what's going on? Is it supernatural? Is it a person? And your brain is trying to figure out what genre are we in? What are the rules in this movie?
But even sometimes with films in that genre, when they give you the answer, you're like, like, okay, that was good. That was cool. The setup and everything was good. I just never got that with this one. It was always just kind of like fumbled together.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I mean, maybe I would give it one more shot if it was like on, and I'm like, okay, I'll try to get it. Yeah, that was turned off a while ago.
Okay.
I would like to give it one more shot, maybe, but it's not like something I'm going to seek out. It'd have to be on. Like, all right, let's give it another shot.
Yeah.
As far as like Jennifer herself, I got a lot of insecurities from her, which would make sense from a standpoint of a high school woman.
Yeah, especially with
we've all seen it before too in real life and in a lot of TV and film, where basically, she's the hottie that everyone goes for, but of course carries a lot of insecurities, where I felt like Needy was really secure with herself for the most part in this film. So I kind of picked up those tones a little bit. I thought it was actually pretty interesting because the way she had to, as the demon, feed on the males in there, especially the way she was like, I need you intimidated, I need you scared. I don't know if that was part of the demons aspect too, feeding on
the fear, and then of course Jennifer's insecurities too. That's what I was trying to figure out too, with how the demon.
I think like if you want to get really like into breaking it down, I mean really, and it's
there's a lot of themes that went on.
The thing is, like, once they throw a couple of like cheesy comedy things into a film like this, I have a hard time breaking it down seriously, right? Like like, I got condoms at Super Target, and am I too big?
They're too
Like
big.
the second they throw
Yeah.
the second they throw lines in there, it becomes somewhat of a comedy, right? Like it almost does.
It becomes hard to take it seriously.
It becomes hard to take it seriously and have serious discussions. Like, look, we can have discussions about somebody, that is, that is looks like Megan Fox, and everybody thinks is going to be super pretty and super confident, and maybe has some insecurities, and so she looks for validation with guys, and maybe goes for the bad boys and stuff like that, and you have guys like the band who take advantage of those insecurities, and of course,
the horror
makes
setup of every
and
female
it's
worst nightmare.
right. But I mean, just so you can look at that, like, okay, like sometimes people who you superficially might think are like the most confident people have their insecurities, and you have dudes who are total creeps who are going to take advantage of that. But you can have the flip side of that argument where you were like, hey, look, she was attractive, she knew it, she went out and did whatever.
Yeah, she said as much.
Yeah, because I mean, look, we can say like, hey, taking advantage of this, but look, if somebody who's an adult, and obviously these are different discussions to be had when they're portraying high school age people, but look, if a woman is, she's wants to go out and do what she wants to do, and those are her decisions, and her friends don't agree, it's like, oh, look, that's your choice. Look, those are your choices to go make, and for better or worse or otherwise, whatever. But like I said, any sort of serious discussion that we could have about this film and meanings and stuff like that, I think kind of go out the window when you have some of the dialogue,
a lot of the
and
goofy.
writing.
That's what's great about entertainment and film, right? Some folks will disagree with that statement, because even in comedies, there are some really well written character development, right? With
that have
whatever
very,
tones or
right.
underlying themes they try to throw into. It's just a matter of how clever they are with it. Like, I don't think you guys seen Cable Guy, right?
No, I heard it was awful.
I personally, I'm probably in the camp.
Seen it.
I'm in the camp that it was actually good. Now I know there's just like Cable Guy, there's Jennifer's Body here. There's probably the camp that either loved it or hated it. That I'm glad I mentioned that too, because I should consider this more of a dark comedy more so than horror, to kind of clarify what I was trying to say earlier, where the Cable Guy to me falls under that dark comedy. So that is on the list for you guys to watch.
You know what?
But
I might have been
in there too. That to real quick, and then throwing it back to you. In there, you guys, with this discussion, hopefully you remember this discussion, because in there, there's some stuff that could actually be brought up to kind of what you were saying.
And I feel like this movie would have hit better for me if the guys she went after were like the bad guys. Remember in Twilight, like Edward only fed on he only fed on the bad dudes, and for a while you were like, well, I mean, he's
just cleaning up the streets.
We have a justice system for a reason, but he was he was kind of doing society a favor. So like, had Jennifer come out, like the football player, the guy seemed, he was upset about his friend dying. He seemed innocent. The school got together and did a big thing. Our guy,
she fed on the weak, is what I kind of got it to.
Oh, yeah,
some kind of vulnerability. Not weak, but
okay, so
vulnerability.
because like the Colin
And manipulated the
kind of
situation.
whatever, and then Chip. It's like, so had she gone after, look, and there's a lot of young men who make bad decisions in high school that don't deserve to get torn apart. So I'm not saying that, if she had gone after the bad high school guys, maybe she could have gone to the bars and picked out the real bad guys, and that would have served the story a little bit better. But that does make sense, Dave, that she was going after people who were a little bit more innocent and kind of weaker, but it didn't, because the guys from the band, like when they look, it can be turned into a serious discussion about a young female getting into a van with a bunch of men, and it's incredibly disturbing things can and have happened, and so they really make you feel disgusted about the band, and then they swerve it a little bit because and it was like they give you this like, campy, like, oh, we're gonna, well, if we want the band to do well,
they were being silly.
We got to
about
take
it.
her out, and I got this this occult thing off the internet. So they take something that could be seen as a very, very serious scene, a young woman getting into a van with a bunch of people, which if you're any human being, that should make that has any sort of moral fiber, that should make your blood boil. but then they get campy with it, and it like throws it off, and you want to see her go after the band. Like why wouldn't she go dismantle the band if she wanted to feed? They were all over the news. She's got why wouldn't she go? There's 5 band members. She just goes for, innocent guys in her high school. And look, I know the word innocent and the nice guy stuff that can be debated, but for everything they gave us, she seemed like
Diablo is the writer here, Diablo Cody. So it was interesting how there's a lot of themes in there with the van. Diablo wrote it into slight comedy. That scene just when he was prepping with the knife, and then the whole Jenny song.
Yeah, having that.
Like I probably won't, unfortunately, hear that the same anymore.
Yeah,
because
weird.
Like it turned into a real creep session right there. Like, man, now you just ruined a good song. Obviously, not a good situation for any man or woman to be in. Hoisted up to a tree and you're about to get stabbed to death there.
Yeah, I mean, I think you guys are hitting on a lot of good points, but I think the overlying theme here is just pick a lane. It tried to do too many different things. I mean, we're looking at the Wikipedia, or not the Wikipedia, the IMDb here. It says satire, supernatural horror, teen horror, comedy, horror. Like, pick a line, because it wasn't scary enough to be a horror movie. It wasn't suspenseful enough to get you that way.
Some jump scares.
And the supernatural bit was there, which we saw at the end, so it did have that. The comedy, not funny enough to be a comedy, but they still put it in there, and they put in enough to pull you away from everything else. So all the comedy and the horror, they were like fighting each other in the movie to get your feelings for that, and it ended up just hurting the whole project.
When we did Tucker and Dale versus Evil, which obviously went so far to the comedic side, which I thought that movie was absolutely brilliant, and then we did was it Ready or Not?
I wish I would have saw that.
In Ready or Not, and I know you and Answer thought it was good, not the greatest. I thought Ready or Not was absolutely brilliant. I was like elated.
That one still surprised me.
I was elated, and it was funny because I think you and Answer had said to me like, your face looks stone cold the whole time. We didn't that's my face half the time. When I'm trying to figure stuff out, my face just goes dead. And so that was kind of another one where it was like a horror suspense and even had some satanic themes in it. And they did like a good mix of everything, and I thought it was brilliant. And again, this one for me, just the first watch, just kind of missed. But again, this is one where I think if I go back and do a rewatch, and really enjoy it a little.
Move that up for you then, huh?
I will say, folks, you're probably going to see a color change on the camera here because these
with our
so white that it throws off the color, but
get new ones here.
We got to get some new boards, probably smaller ones so the camera doesn't focus too hard on it.
Yep. Well, for me, this is a 2.5. Look, middle of the road. This is obviously out of 5 answers. I give this a 2.5, mostly because I thought the actors did an amazing job, and I don't want to take away from it that much. Like I said, if they would have just picked the lane, it could have been a lot better, because you had Amanda Seyfried and Megan Fox and a whole other cast, and I feel it seemed to me that they were wasted in this film, and they could have been a lot better than what it was. So, middle of the road, 2.5 out of me. Would I recommend it? I think to see somebody's reaction, maybe to see what somebody else might think of it, I would maybe recommend it. So yeah, that's 2.5 for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with a 2 for this one, but with a caveat. This is a 2 that I have a curiosity of a rewatch. Normally, when I give a score like a 2, it's pretty good. Pretty good on this one. Don't have a lot of ambition to go back and watch it a second time if I'm scoring something on a 2. However, this one now, again, knowing what this movie was and what it wasn't, I will, I think, go back and rewatch this one. So,
yeah, for me, 2.5. Whoops, sorry, y'all. 2.5.
Oh gosh, they're poor ears. What did you do?
I know. Well, 2.5, just for color's sake, whatever. It's already dark enough for you guys. So 2.5 for me. I need to rewatch it? Nope. But if it's on and remember this conversation that we had, I'd probably try to have it sit down and watch it again. But I thought the actors, for what they were given, I thought the actors knocked it out of the park. So 2.5 for me.
Yeah.
And I would actually recommend it because I think folks should watch stuff regardless whether we say it's good or bad, or Joe Blow Reactor says good or bad, or whatever, just so you can get your own opinions.
Look at the description on IMDb. A newly possessed high school cheerleader turns into a succubus who specializes in killing her male classmates. Can her best friend put an end to the horror? What can any person pull from that description? Who knows? So
hey, that's what sucks you in to go and watch it.
There it
It's
is.
the hook.
Yep. Well, for a lot of surprising cast members showed up in here as well. Some big names
JK,
with
I can't
very
believe he
small
was in here.
roles. You know. So hey, you folks, let us know what you thought. So for Diamond Dave Damone, that's the Appleton Oak. I'm Mason Quinn. This was Bad Medicine. That was Jennifer's Body. Make of it what you will. I guess we will see you on the next one.